When we are talking about the back squat, one of the main things that gets forgotten about is the upper body. So when we're setting up, a lot of people will talk about the core, and they'll obviously think about the lower body because it's squatting, but they won't think about the upper body, and that mainly comes from, again, it's a lower body strength movement, so people just aren't thinking about their upper body. The problem with that is if you're not setting your upper body correctly, you're not engaging the mid-back, you will have a higher likelihood of rounding. And when you round your upper back, you're going to round your lower back. Okay? So how you set up is key. What we'll see a lot of is people setting up with really wide hands or just kind of like loose with their grip. That's one-way street to rounding. We actually want to bring our hands in kind of as close as you can. We don't want it to be uncomfortable, but the closer you can get, the better position you can get with pinching your shoulder blades, right? The wider I go, the harder it becomes to pinch my shoulder blades and keep a nice upright chest position. So I like to think kind of right outside of my shoulders. You'll find your position. If you have longer arms, you might have to go a little bit wider. Don't make it uncomfortable. It shouldn't be painful. And then we always talk about the core. The bar should be on the traps, not up on the neck. Okay? So that's what we want as far as where the bar should be placed. So as I get under, I'm kind of finding my traps. I'm not up here on my neck. It's more kind of right above my shoulder blades, like the bony parts of my shoulder blades. It's above that. Now, I'm active in my upper body, right? I'm going to think about keeping my elbows flared back. I want you to watch my chest when I do that. Right? See how it pulls my chest through? I'm thinking about pinching my shoulder blades. I feel my mid-back muscles turned on right now. We want to hold this position throughout the squat. What I commonly see is as people get to the bottom, they get loose and their elbows start to come forward. And I've even had some people say a coach told them to do that, drive their elbows forward. That's ridiculous. Don't ever do that. Okay, when you drive your elbows forward, you can see I'm disengaging and I'm rounding. This position, head up, chest pulled through, is going to give us the best chance of keeping our torso upright. Okay, this is setup number one. Number two now is the core. How we set the core is we're going to take that big breath in and we're going to puff the belly out like we did in the dead bug. When we puff the belly out, we engage our external obliques. And I want you to watch my pelvis, watch my hips when I do this. See how it pulls my pelvis through? I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not consciously doing that. It's happening as a byproduct of puffing my belly out. Meaning I'm getting that, like, quote-unquote neutral spine position. So I'm less likely to arch my low back as I squat. A lot of people, when they get low back pain from squatting, it's because they're continually arching through their low back, okay? So big breath in, puff the belly out. Now I'm gonna hold that, and I'm ready to squat, okay? This is our setup position. And I'm sorry, you can see how, like, okay, that's pretty rigid. Likelihood of an injury and or feeling weak, not high. But what a lot of people do is they just walk out. Here we go, we just start squatting, right? There's no intentionality around the setup, okay? But if we get set up with intention, it's probably gonna be a good lift, okay? From there, when we squat, I want you to think about keeping equal pressure on the feet. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. We call it tripod foot. If you keep equal pressure, you probably are squatting in an upright position. If I feel like too much of my weight is coming back to my heels, you're probably doing a stringer squat. Okay? A little good morning action. And then vice versa. If I'm too far on my toes where I feel like my heels are popping up, you're probably doing the dreaded knees way forward. Equal, right? For every inch my hips come back, my knees go forward. Upright position, right? And then out of the bottom, while I'm still holding that breath, I'm gonna start letting it out. I make sure that my head and my chest rise first, right? We don't think about rocking back to the heels. Oh, there it goes again, okay? We wanna think that there's a string attached to our head in the bottom of that squat and somebody's pulling it up. So full round. That's what we're looking for on the squat, okay? Notice how I kept my elbows flared back. I kept my mid-back tight, trying to keep my chest up. I'm sitting my hips back, but letting my knees come forward. All of those things are what we're looking for on the squat, okay? You're gonna give me 5 reps. 5 reps right now. Think about intentional setup. Think about mid-back, chest pulled through, nice and controlled on the way down, hips and knees working in unison. Keep that upright position.